I can't believe it. Look at it. It's got this attached to it. This is the side. And this is the back. And it's rough where it's torn, but it's rigid. It feels amazing. That's awesome. Well, Journal 3, guys. Can't believe it came out. It came out like a month ago, but I couldn't get it, and now it's in my possession. What could I do with this kind of power? I'm just kidding. So, I'm going to flip through some pages and review it. But, I don't know if I'll show everything, because I know there's some secrets and some stuff revealed, like Dipper's name, which I already know what it is, because it's in here. So, I will give you a hint to it, though. When you open the book, you got, I'm going to show you, because these are pages that everybody already knows, right? So, property of, and then, where is it? Yeah, of course. From the show, Volume 3. And then the start of the journal, where basically takes you through all the days and everything. Everything that he ever went through. Let's flip through some of the pages here and admire the art. It's so amazing, like floating eyeballs and giant vampire bats. And I don't know if there's code in this part of the book yet. Yeah, there's some. Look at the bottom here, but I have not sampled human blood, which means I don't know. That he himself hasn't tasted it, but, nuclear waste is what it says. Anyway, let's move on. I'm getting stuck on one subject. The gnomes from one of the earlier episodes in Season 1. Then you can notice that the blue writing right here is Dipper's writings. Leaf blowers. So, that's what they use to defeat them in the end of the episode. But this is just a piece of work. I mean, should I go through everything? I don't know. I feel like I should and go and explain everything. Like Dipper's name. I don't know. Spoilers, maybe? I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll scroll through some pages here. And then that talks about Stanford. And he draws himself, but he ends up crossing his face out because he doesn't want his identity known. Here it's talking about the Bermuda Triangle, which is really funny because I live right in this area. I live in Florida. So, yeah. And this is a page where he talks about his muse. Basically Bill Cipher. He meets him, thinks that this being is amazing, and I didn't notice this, but there's code written all the way down this tree, and that tree too. But yeah, he talks about it, his muse, and then keeps talking about other creatures, like the Mothman. There's some pages in here that weren't in the book before. There's 233 pages, I think. So, Kill Billy, Steve, which is the hand that reaches out, and he reaches out and he grabs a car. That's Steve. He has one eye. The Invisible Wizard. Barflies. They barf everywhere. I mean, this book is just one masterpiece. The Leprechaun. It's like a leprechaun with a unicorn. There's just so many stuff in here. I think I'm not gonna go too far into like what Stanford put in here, but there's the bottomless pit, and then explaining how maybe the bottomless pit works like an infinity loop. Besides what Stanford wrote, after what Stanford wrote, there's a bunch of empty pages. Let me turn away for a second, because there's a lot of unexplained shit in here. Alright, so these empty pages that Dipper opened, he ended up writing in. So, like, as if it was his own journal. And he talks about his arrival at Gravity Falls, how he found the journal in the hiding spot, and the Wanda and Seuss. Dipper got their names wrong, so it's Wendy and Seuss as in S-O-O-S, but he spelled it as Seuss as in like the god. That's so funny because everybody thinks that, but he talks about him being the new author and his birthmark of the Dipper. So it's really cool how like they added a whole new, just a giant chunk. There's also a section at the end when after Stanford comes back through the portal, he comes in and he's like, hey, and he takes the book back and he ends up writing in it again. So there's the guy that Mabel fell in love with, Old Man McGucket. This is such an amazing book, and I wish I could ramble on all day about it, but there's just so much stuff in here. Wendy Corduroy. And then, yeah, of course, Mabel ends up writing in this too. And this is from the episode where she ended up taking that, the smile dip. It's like drugs. So she takes it, and then she went on like a trip where she was writing this, and those start popping up. Yeah, it's like drugs. Wait, this is funny. Just got back from an incredible adventure at a haunted convenience store. Fought these two ghosts and beat them single-handed. I had to dress up as a... And then she crosses it out. Never mind, not really anything noteworthy about how they were defeated. Yeah, so I just thought that was funny. I'm going to flip to some more. This is from Dipper's Clones, which I think they'll be in the next episode, because they disappeared, but they never, like, died. In the next season, that episode, my bad. So much stuff. Like, I want to release his name, but I'll only do that if people want me to, because I don't want to put spoilers. Yeah, there's Wendy again. Yeah, this book actually is what got me started on the whole fan art of Wendy, so, and the trace heart, so, and a laptop. The golf balls. There's so much stuff in here. If there's one thing I want to show you, it's this note, and it was written by Dipper. It's just so disturbing. It says, "Note to self, possessing people is hilarious. To think of all the sensations I've been missing out on. Burning, stabbing, drowning. It's like a buffet tray of fun. Once I destroy that journal, I'll enjoy giving this body its grand finale by tossing it off the water tower. Best of all, people will just think Pine Tree lost his mind, and his mental form will wander in the mindscape forever. Want to join him, Shooting Star?" So, Shooting Star's Mabel, obviously, and Pine Tree is Dipper, and it's just, I just wanted to read it because it's like, Bill was so demented. Like, he enjoys pain. He loves the feeling of pain and death. So, Yeah, it's weird. That's just weird. And Giffany, the virtual girlfriend. But yeah, this is all crazy. Like, it's so good. It has so much stuff. Oh, okay. And this is when he gets the journal back. So there's a pause, a break, and then boom, he has the journal back, and he writes in it for pretty much the rest of the book. Yeah, he does. Dipper writes in it in the end, but yeah, that's crazy. I think I am going to release Dipper's name. I'm going to do it. Because if you don't know it by now, you're going to be... It's been a whole month. It's either you're spoiled or you just wasted too much time. So, he's back. He came through the portal. I don't know what this was about. But apparently the memory ray gun... if it wasn't for Fiddleferg's memory... say I'd likely be waiting from some writing from some secret government prison by now. And the encounter never happened. Okay, so basically he plugged it in. I remember he plugged it in, and it went and erased all the government memory. That's right. And his brother Stanley Pines. That's great. I hate you, Stan. No, I'm joking. He gets all pissed off that the fact that the Mystery Shack is the Mystery Shack because it used to be his laboratory, so now he's just like super angry. I'm gonna go to Dipper's name. It's in one of these pages. He's talking about Dipper. Yeah, but him and Dipper talk about his name. And yeah, there's the Infinity Side die. It's crazy, but... And the Nightmare Realm. The place where Bill is from. The in-between space. Gateway to other worlds. The King of Nightmares. The dimension between all dimensions. Yeah, and him falling into the portal. That's crazy, though. Like, this is all nuts. The fact that, you know... Oh, and this goes into... where he went while he was in the portal. He was a refugee with other people. He ended up going to different dimensions. He was wanted. The M dimension where everything's in the shape of M's. It's all just crazy. Do-over dimension. Basically, time sets back at random times. So basically, you live your week out, and sometimes the week sets back to the beginning. Sometimes it gets set back for like 3 months. And he goes into detail about how time is reversed in this dimension, the do-over dimension. But I'll go into that probably in another video. I'm not going too deep into this, but there will be spoilers in this video. There will be, and there won't be in the next. So there probably will be. The two-dimensional dimension. Yeah, I find that kind of weird where you're just walking and your eyesight's like that. The Oracle, there's something up with that. The Oracle, apparently there's some secrets about it, and about this thing. Yeah, I read about it and I forgot, but I'll have to do some research on that. Parallel Earth, it's basically Earth, but ruled by dinosaurs. Yeah. And a parallel world where everybody's babies. So, this page over here is kind of depressing. It's like, basically, the place where if Stanford was never pushed into the portal and everything turned out just okay, this would have been better. Everything would have been fine. And this explains, like, if you meet another person that's parallel to you. So say I meet myself in a different dimension, and you touch each other, you basically explode. Yeah, but then he talks more about the Nightmare Realm, and this I haven't gone too far into, but basically the hell, I think, not Dipper, why I say Dipper, Bill put him through. Yeah, putting him all through those different nightmares. Yeah, Mabel stole the book again. That's great. But yeah, she wrote about the unicorn after they set up the barrier around the shack. We're almost at Dipper's name. I can't believe, I can't believe he hasn't, released it unless I skipped it over accidentally. Yeah, let's talk about the UFO that went through at one point, and this goes into more depth on the UFO itself. And that happens. Yep. He writes about that, and there's a break. And Dipper takes control. And I wonder if he ever gets his thing back. If the author ever gets his book back. He does. Okay, hold on. I'm still seeing if he talks to Dipper. I might have skipped over it. Oh, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of the book. I skipped a ton of pages, don't you worry. There's plenty more to see. I just want to know if you guys would like to see more of the book. I'm just wondering where it was that it's in one of these new pages. So if I can't find it in the next 20 seconds, it probably won't talk about it. Okay, so it is after this point, and he's talking about Dipper, and Dipper's like, always so itsy and Annie, because, that's crazy, though. This is all very crazy. I went, and this is what I wanted for my birthday, because my birthday just passed 21st, so, since I've been waiting for that, that's what's happened. And I don't know, I'm just so happy. I'm in that time of my life where everything's just going good. I can't find it. Are you kidding me? That makes me kind of sad, because I know that it's in the book, and I'll have to find it, guys, and hopefully, I don't know, but I want to tell y'all, but I want to read it, because it'd be better if it was that way, because, it'd be so much better, unless it's on the first Dipper page, which I know it's not, so that's weird. Very weird indeed. Let me just tell you that, it starts with an M, because, I know, that was a weird silence. I was flipping through the pages, I'm sorry. But when Dipper writes in the journal, in one of the first pages over here, he writes, my name is Dipper Pines. So he's writing that he's Dipper. But in a different name, he went, my name, M, then he crossed it out as if, he didn't want to write that in. And then he wrote Dipper Pines. So it starts with the M. That's the only hint I'm giving. You probably already know it, but I'm not going to say it until I find it. So that's all, but that's the journal. If you guys want me to go deeper into it, I will, but that's pretty much it. And I thank you guys for everything. I love it, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay cute. I passed right by it twice. I don't know why. So there's the weirdness bean. And the bean, basically, when you toss it up, it goes uphill. It's weird. But he talks here, and he's talking to Dipper, and he says, let me start. That we are a part of some greater greater fate of the town had in store for us. You and I are the strangest beings in this town has ever seen, Dipper. So, Dipper, and I told him, Mason, he blurted out. So Dipper blurted out Mason. He seemed shocked by what had come out of his mouth, then deliberately repeated it. My real name is Mason. Dipper is just a nickname. But everyone got used to it, and now it feels too late to tell everyone the truth. It's kind of a dumb name anyway, don't tell anybody. So basically, yeah, Dipper's real name is Mason. Crazy, huh?